Lucas.
Yeah.
It has begun.
Oh.
It's your turn.
Hi, and welcome to East English News. Today's news will consist of a new possible cure for cancer, a new study showing that attendance to school are decreasing because of a video game, ISIS continued spread in the Middle East, and of course the sports and the news and the weather. But first, the domestic and local news. Last night, the police department's DEA department confiscated over 100,000 kilos of cocaine in a huge razzia in the harbor last night. They dumped over half of the kilos in the water, making all the fish die. The chief of police didn't want to make any announcers to the newspapers or the news, but they can say that no civil persons were hurt and no policemen as well. Now over to Adam for the research news.
Some scientists think they may find a cure for cancer. The scientists, who come from the Swedish Karolinska Institutet, say that they're working on this cure for 5 years now. And the test they recently did shows that they're on the right path to success. They say that this can be the cure of cancer, and they think that cancer is not going to be a reason for dying in 2 years. A new study shows that the non-attendance time in school has dramatically increased since the release of FIFA 15. FIFA 15 is a popular video game to Xbox and PlayStation that have existed for many years. Last year, FIFA 14 sold 4.5 million games within the 5 first days, and the game was the #1 selling game in 43 countries. Now, they think that FIFA 15 will break the record. Now to you, David.
Thank you, Adam. The armed Islamic group ISIS, who is mentioned for those things like lootings, kidnapping, and torture, has recently been a big threat for the people of Iraq and Syria. And they are keeping on spreading terror. They have an intention to impose strict Islamic rules with no accounts to democracy and human rights. And that's something who makes the people in the affected areas in Iraq and Syria really terrified. ISIS has big control and people are fighting to escape and survive against the terrorism. The government has really hard to handle the situation that ISIS has created for the people, the population. ISIS is really organized and major efforts is in need to stop the terrorism. That's why the Arab nations around Iraq and Syria is starting to act against it by sending forces who hopefully can adjust the situation. Even US, who has offered to fight ISIS, has recently sent airstrikes to the Islamic State bases and oil fields in eastern Syria. And now over to Alexander Selin, who is going to give us a report about the sports.
Hello and welcome to the sport. My name is Alexander Selin. Yesterday, there was a lot of games played in the FA Cup in England. Chelsea defeated Bolton with 2-1. Manchester City defeated Sheffield Wednesday with the whole 7-0 on Etihad stage, and here are some of the goals.
Yaya Toure to Milner. Milner, to the near post, it trickles in, it's Frank Lampard. A second Manchester City goal for Frank Lampard. Here is Jesus Navas, it's Dzeko, it's 2-0.
And now, more football from Spain. Malaga played against FC Barcelona, and the score was 0-0. A game dominated by FC Barcelona, who had a whole 76% of the ball possession. And we have also received news from Denmark that Denmark will be the host of the European Cup the summer of 2020. Sweden lost the battle against the cup. Now over to some hockey and the Swedish league SHL. Leksand yesterday got beaten by 7-0 and the club is in a real crisis right now, with poor results and some bad mood in the team. Skellefteå the other way is the exact opposite. They win games and have a good mood in the team. Thanks for me, and now over to the weather with Anton Karlsson.
Hello and welcome to the daily weather. My name is Anton Karlsson. Tonight the world has experienced one of the greatest natural disasters ever. A major hurricane has came out over New York and ripped down several buildings. Around 500,000 people were in those buildings when the hurricane came out, and they all died. Other countries haven't been affected of the hurricane, but you never know if it will occur again somewhere else. Sweden is not a neighbor of the United States, so you don't need to worry about yourself. However, the winds here are very strong right now, which can make it a little bit uncomfortable to be out. Therefore, I recommend so many people as possible to be inside. Those who work at height must be very careful. I therefore recommend these companies to give their workers a few days without work. Have a good day. I'm back with the new weather updates tonight.